Well, the city of Rockport, Texas is right in Harvey's path and is getting hit hard. Joining us now on the phone, Patrick Rios, the Rockport Mayor Pro Tem. Mr. Mayor, what's the situation like right now?
Well, it's everything that you've probably seen. We're right in the middle and have been since about 7 p.m. Intense winds, strong rain. It's gotten worse over the last hour. We were hoping that it would start to recede a little bit, but we realize that these conditions are going to persist up till about 8 p.m. Saturday night, tomorrow night. So we'll be in this strong wind and rain for well over 24 hours.
Yeah, and that's the unusual thing about this particular hurricane. Most of them they hit hard, but then they move on. This one is just going to park itself right there on the Texas coast and just keep pounding you.
That's exactly what it's doing. We're sitting in the City of Rockport Public Works building, which was built about 5 years ago and designated hurricane-proof. So we're safe. We have a team of city employees, some law enforcement. We've got people staged to be able to venture out and see what damage or what help we can provide. But there's no way we're letting anyone out right now.
And you
don't know when we're going to be able to do that either.
Yeah, you're not likely to be able to send people out on rescues either at this point, are you?
No, we've had a few incidences where we've been notified that residents are trapped in their homes. We had one where a tree fell on them and they can't get out. We've got someone else that's stranded in a vehicle, but it's impossible. We cannot put our people in harm's way. We try to emphasize that everyone needed to leave starting yesterday, but those that chose to stay, well, they made their own decisions.
Yeah, so it was a mandatory evacuation in Rockport?
Mandatory evacuation. Unfortunately, we used some strong language to try to emphasize how dangerous this situation is. It's a life-threatening storm. We knew it was going to happen. We didn't have as much time normally to notify people. Normally, we'd like a 40-hour lead time to prepare, but once we found out what Harvey was going to do, we were well within 34 hours. But we've moved as quickly as we could.
We were looking at the satellite maps. It looks like the eye is just about right on top of you. The only hurricane I was ever in was Hurricane Hugo back in about 1989, 90 or so. It's a very strange experience when the wind just all of a sudden quits and you're in that eye, and then, well, it appears we have lost Mayor Patrick Rios of Rockport, Texas. Perhaps we can get him back on the phone. But I'll just describe for our viewers what that was like. All of the howling winds and chaos all around you, and then all of a sudden you're in the eye itself, and you've heard the expression, the eye of a hurricane. It is incredibly calm. The only sounds that I was able to hear back during Hurricane Hugo were the sound of tree trunks off in the distance snapping. Sounded like gunshots going off when Hugo hit that part of the country. But again, it looks like the eye of this particular Hurricane Harvey is just about right on top of Rockport right now, and they're going to be experiencing some of that